Hi, my name is Marty Owings. A few weeks ago, I set out to do a field sketching workshop at William O'Brien State Park. William O'Brien State Park is situated along the St. Croix River in west central Minnesota, not very far from the Twin Cities metro area. I partnered up with a great friend of mine named Stuart Lockridge. Stuart is a very well known painter here in Minnesota and the Midwest, probably throughout the United States, actually. Any opportunity to work with him and learn from him is a great opportunity. Stuart tends to follow a really old world process where you do a pencil or a watercolor sketch study and maybe a couple of oil studies before you render a complete oil painting. And so field sketching is one component of that. Anyway, the group we had were great students and they wanted to come and learn a little bit about field sketching. So we set up along the St. Croix River and picked out a good composition. There was lots to look at there, so picking out the right composition wasn't the easiest task, but we found a good spot along the river and I started to do a few thumbnail sketches. Here's the spot we picked out, and off in the distance from the angle I'm at, you can see just a sliver of light behind those two trees, and that's the river gently turning around that bend there. That's sort of an island peninsula out that way. The other students set up along the shore, and during that time, Stuart and I were able to walk around and kind of help them, ask some questions about how they were dealing with the composition or looking at the scene and how they were going to break it down into a bit of a digestible format. There's a lot to look at when you're out field sketching, and so narrowing that composition down was really important. And then as the day wore on, we got a chance to refine things a little bit more with the students and help them along, give them some pointers and tips. Stuart did the bulk of the direct instruction. I was more trying to just do little pointers and encouraging folks with their work. Here's some samples of the students' work from the day. And by the way, the day just flew by. So we started at 9 and didn't end up till 5 or so. So it was a very full day of field sketching. And you can see here, they did some really nice work. And what you're going to see next is Stuart's version of what we saw. There's his composition, which is quite excellent. I did a quick ink study and then I did a series of kind of little thumbnail sketches of what I was looking at. That always helps me until I could get comfortable with the scene, and then I was able to finish up a little watercolor. The following is just kind of a sample of Stuart's other work, of his field sketching work. And well, I guess I've probably known Stuart for almost 20 years now, or maybe a little less than that. But yeah, we both attended the Art Academy together for a lot of years and studied there. But you can see his brilliant work, and he follows a great process, but he's just a great teacher and someone who's very positive with students. He also does etching, as you can see, some really beautiful work. And it was just fun to be out there, not only working with him, but teaming up with him to teach others. So thanks for letting me share that quick update with you. It's been a busy summer, but I promise we'll get some more videos out soon. So long for now. This has been Marty for owingsart.com.